opponents in a bunch formation. Stress, pressure, expectation, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. St. Clair. Oh, he's going to go up top. Snags it on the right. Running free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sends it back in motion. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Thomas.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. The offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
The Dogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Thrust that on. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Firing to the right, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Short completion, setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. They'll run the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Peoples. At the 20, he's got space. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and...
Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Bell. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make it easy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, it's St. Clair. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackled there by the defense. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for running room, but they get him down to the 28, and now they are set up.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. We're ready to do it again.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Looking for space. It's Peoples. It's a running room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights off a defender. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
They're going to ride this running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Going over the top. Brings it in down the left side. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it.
A shot toward the end zone. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Bomber, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Holds it in on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. And he's almost to that 1st down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Corner's going to give them room. To the air, it's Stockton. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch at the 15. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to let it go. He's got it on the outside. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Formation for these receivers. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
And you got to know when to throw it. Right when he's breaking out of his break, you got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
To the ground with the pass. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He breaks a tackle. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. And the Dogs want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bell. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And they'll stop him after a minimum pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense.
He's loose. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a playmaker.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. It's It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive.
The fake. Kicker's going to run for it. Knocked off his feet.
Georgia 34, Ohio State 21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Throws to the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Direct snap. Finds a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Pulls it in. It's Branch. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. This time it's complete. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Runs through the tackle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Got a man. It's Graham. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops with a 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fires to the tight end. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
coming in, these teams were very similar. Both really good football teams, but executing down the stretch might be the difference in the football game. How about that offense? Going down the field, they're an extra point away from tying this up, and we still got more football.
No time left on the clock. The extra point will send it to overtime. He got it, and we're headed to OT. We'll get it started here in overtime. Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Dogs! They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Here's the handoff. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on the quarterback.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs flowing. You just can't do it better.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Third and goal, desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Extending the play. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now, first down here in the second overtime. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
Back to pass on second down. Right on target this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down. If he runs this back, this game's over. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score and it's over. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple of times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw again. He wants it all. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be
pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David College with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Finds his man. It's Peoples. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go.
Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a deep man. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Looking down the middle. It's caught. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Smith.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Rides the back on the option to get it. All out of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run play action. Bringing the heat. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside. That's about as easy as it can get.
And the extra point was good. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Going for the big play. And oh, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job at ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it, keep possession.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback adapting. That's caught. It's Graham. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. With the catch, it's Bell. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Georgia going up tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball.
Wide open spaces. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's complete on the right side. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
1st down and more. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there.
He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. It's almost as if he's racing against himself out there. This speed, dare I say, is Galloway-esque.
Yes, definitely can fly, and it dictates the whole coverage. It dictates the defense to you. You think you want to put that guy on an island with a cornerback? No, I better get a safety over the top to help. He changes the whole structure of a defense with that blazing speed.
The run from the shotgun. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He'll take a deep shot here. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Buys a little time. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's St. Clair. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in. Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Pulls it in. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Stockton. Fires left. Lost. The defense is wide open. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dogs. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. We saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside him. David Pollock really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
The Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I will have...
It's a running room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. Inside the 50. Past the 30. 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. got a man. It's dealt. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to
Makes the catch on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Peoples. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Peoples. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To throw, it's St. Clair. That's caught. It's Peoples. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy moving the ball.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fit it in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Finds him in by himself. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. He's going for it all. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. He's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He throws into the middle of the field. Pulls in the deep ball. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And that critical extra point was good, and we are locked up late. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Grubb. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, in typical fashion, in a 2-minute situation, throwing to the sideline, trying to save the clock here in a tie game late. But the biggest advantage this offense has is the 3 timeouts they have right now. They can use those, and because of that, start attacking the middle of the field throwing the football.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Dogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two